Salmon Gravlax is a way of curing salmon with salt and sugar and many other different flavours to almost preserve it for longer and give it complete new texture and flavours.
Hi there guys, and welcome back as we sit and admire the beauty of this very luminous piece of fish. But as you can see, we have a little bit of trimming to do. So first, you should always check to see if there are any pin bones running along the centre, and then we will do the act of pin boning the pin bones with the pin boning tweezers. These are especially made for fish, but you could use any tweezers you have lying around the house. Maybe wash them before you go plucking your eyebrows though. And then we have to remove the white fatty sinew bit by running your very sharp knife very gently against the fish, and then do the same with the other side so we have it nice and clean. Then we're going to cut it in half and only use a thicker fillet end, as the tail, being quite thin, has a tendency to over-cure in the time I want to cure the thicker end. So I'm going to save the tail end for something else. Then just give the salmon a little dab dry. And we need to weigh the salmon to figure out the salt and sugar ratio. And I like to use a 40% cure mixture, so this salmon was 700 grams. And to find a percentage, we just times 700 by 0.4, and we get 280. Then we just do an equal mixture of salt to sugar. So using kosher salt, or a thicker granule salt than table salt, we measure out 140 grams, followed by 70 grams of white sugar, and an optional 70 grams of brown sugar, for a hint of caramelization in the cure. Then, to this, we're going to add the zest of 1 lemon and 2 small limes, making sure to scrape off all the bits that are hanging on for dear life. Then in a mortar and pestle, we're going to add a small handful of black peppercorns, pink peppercorns for a floral flavour, and some coriander seeds. Then just give them a slight crush. You don't have to go crazy here, we just want to release the flavours. Tear up and add in some incredibly smelling fresh dill. Then mix it all together with a secret ingredient of some tequila. Then you want to lay out some cling film, enough to fully wrap the salmon, and sprinkle a little bit of the mix as a bed to lay your fish on. Lay it skin side down, as we want to use more of the mix on the other side, so just start pouring it all over and press it into the salmon. Lay on an extra sprig of dill for good luck, and then tuck it into bed, making sure you fully encase it in the wrap. Place it in a tray and weigh it down with a few tins. This will help make everything nice and compact and further enhance the curing process. Then you can leave it in there for as little as 5 hours or all the way up to 48. I left it in for 18 and I think it hit the perfect cook on this. Then just before I unwrapped it, I made a quick lime cream by zesting 1 lime with some salt, black pepper and pink pepper. And as you can see, the salmon has released a lot of liquid as it started to cure, and it's almost turned to caramel. But you can see the outside of the salmon has changed colour and hardened a little bit. So we're just going to rinse off the excess mixture under cold water and then pie dry. Then I found that you don't want to slice this too thin like smoked salmon. You want it to have a bit of body and feel the texture of the cure. But you can see it's nice and almost raw texture on the inside, but nicely cured on the out. And it tastes amazing. That tequila really comes through. When you slice this, it's best to cut straight down until you hit the skin and then just kind of guide it off by turning the knife slightly. Then grab yourself a nice piece of toasted bread, aka crostini, lay on some avocado, drizzle with the lime and pepper cream, scrumple up some of that beautiful cured salmon, and top with strategically placed capers, sliced radish, and a fresh sprig of dill. And then just admire the colours for a second.
Okay, so we made salmon gravlax and it was really amazing flavour actually. It turned out really well. That tequila and the peppercorns came through really well in the end. And as you can see, it looks pretty good. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, do all that stuff. I'll see you in the next one. And remember to just keep cooking.